What are some of those must-have items you need to move to Roanoke?
Stay tuned to find out. Hey everybody, it's Hal Cohn.
And Chris Cohn with Cohn Realty Group.
If this is your first time to our channel, please make sure you do yourself a tremendous service by clicking that subscribe button and that bell icon so that you're going to be notified each and every time we release a new video about living, working, and playing in the amazing Roanoke Valley. Do it now!
That's right, it's pretty fantastic. We love living here and think you will too. So if that's you, your friends, or family that are considering moving to Roanoke, Salem, Botetourt, or the surrounding areas, please reach out and give us a call, send us a text, or shoot us an email. We'd love to hear from you, have a conversation, and answer any questions you may have. All right, okay, so we've got all the furniture in the moving truck, right?
Check.
Okay. I'm sweating, it's so hot. Okay, what about...
I'm glad we're paying movers to help us.
I know.
That's a huge benefit.
I know. So our bed, though, the bed frame and the mattress, because we'll need that the first night.
That's on the very back of the truck, so that's the first thing that'll come off.
Okay. So, but what went to storage? Like the kids' toys?
Hey, all that stuff that we don't ever use.
What about her birthday outfit? That's in like 2 weeks. Social Security cards, where are they? Oh my gosh.
Does any of this sound familiar to you? As you're getting ready to move to a new city, new home across the country, across the state, across the city, well, we have some insight for you. First off, we've got an amazing checklist that'll help you with packing.
Yeah, and it actually starts about 8 weeks out. I love that. It would drive you nuts.
I'd be stressed out from all the minutia.
But the moving checklist is really helpful to make sure you have everything that needs to be on the truck, or in storage, or at the new place, or in the car, or it's a lot, y'all.
Lord have mercy, she's stressing me out right now.
We have a lot of clients every day that we talk to that are moving, and we know it's a lot.
So we want to help make that as easy as pie for you as we can on our end. So we can provide you that list. But then another thing that we thought about is, what are some of those must-have items that you're going to need? Like, you bring all the boxes in, you bring all the furniture in, and then you start needing other items. And what might those tools or things be that you're going to need as soon as you get to the house to truly start bringing that house together as a home?
That's right. Yeah, you want to be well prepared. Make sure that you have everything you need right here at your fingertips, because the last thing you want to do after a long hot day of unpacking a moving truck or running back and forth in sometimes an unfamiliar place is to have to figure out where the closest Lowe's is, or if CVS carries things like tape measures.
Hey, no, let's not forget Northwest Ace Hardware here, local,
There you go.
small business. They can take care of your needs.
Yeah.
And then you've got like Brooksburg Pharmacy here for those types of things.
Totally.
So,
But if you're not familiar with the city, that can
That's
make
right.
it an extra layer of challenging. So yeah, we've got all these ideas of things you'll need, not prior to your move, but once you land here in the Roanoke Valley.
Well, this was a super timely video. It's going to be timely for you, and it was timely for us as well. We got reminded this week on Facebook, that Facebook that tracks everything you do. But 4 years ago to yesterday, I think,
That's right.
we actually moved into our new home. So it was a good reminder of all the tools that we needed once we got in here to actually get settled into the house.
Right, and I think we were pretty prepared for the most part, but there were some things that we definitely had to borrow from my parents or scramble around to try to find, and that can be really frustrating, especially when tensions are high with moving. So
we want you to be prepared, and I will tell you this, my father-in-law, I get like some sort of tool every single year for Christmas.
Right.
And so it's in my workshop over here, it's in the shed, and I may not use it now, but at some point in time you can be guaranteed I'm gonna need it.
you're gonna need it.
Gonna need it.
I like that. So that could be something that if you want to start building somebody's tool portfolio, is that a thing?
Sure, yeah, absolutely, yeah. That's what Shed A is for your dad, I think.
Stocking their workshop. That's a great idea for Christmas and birthday gifts for sure.
Yeah.
So we're dressed for success today. We're ready to jump in. So let's jump right into that first thing
Yeah, the first things that you're gonna need, because in 28 days, that'll be your goal, is you're gonna have a housewarming party at your house, right? Party time!
T-minus 28 days, let's get this party and this house put together.
Absolutely.
So the first section is what? Tools?
Tools, because what are you gonna need tools for? Almost everything. So these are minor tools, but they are very significant because you're gonna put up pictures and wall hangings.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to maybe fix some nuanced little door hinges or something like that. So you're gonna need some tools. So,
yeah, I mean putting together furniture too.
That's right. Yeah.
Everything.
So furniture wise, what are you gonna need? Allen wrench. So I don't just have one, but I have a whole set of hex keys here. Extra long, semi-long, you name it. And guess where I got this from? Charles,
Hey,
father-in-law.
look, I think like the most popular sizes are missing.
Nice.
You're
My
gonna
daughter
have to
probably
look
took them. Then you may need a socket set in case you have to put together that lawnmower or something like that to get your grass cut, so it's nice and pristine. And then also you can use this for putting your beds together too, because some of them have the actual nuts and bolts. So if you do that nice and tight, not too tight so you don't crack the wood though.
That's a good idea. Is that what this is?
Oh, that's the whole set. Yeah, that was just one of them, but.
Ooh. Ah. This is one of my favorite. A stud finder. Yeah, I know. Oh, beep, 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 beep. Are we getting more cheesy on this video?
Yes, I think so.
Thank you for bearing
You can
with
cut
us.
that out, Van, if it's too cheesy. You'll probably leave it in there, though. Help us out here.
Stud finder is really helpful, especially when you want to hang those beautiful pictures of family and friends to make your house instantly feel more like your own.
Yeah, you're going to need a hammer and a pencil. And then what's the secret to success on hanging pictures? Having...
Someone else do it. Is that the right answer?
Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Right answer.
We've learned as a couple there's a few things we don't do well together, and working together is actually a good thing.
Yes.
Thank goodness. But hanging pictures, hanging draperies for some reason. Oh, and paddling canoes. Yeah. No, it's not going to happen. So get some help if you need it.
Yeah, so make sure you got the right tools, but then also get somebody to come help you. So that's what my father-in-law does so well. Measure it out just right, make sure we get it the right height, all that good stuff. So, and prevents us from arguing.
That's
so
right.
That's even better.
So I wanted to show this off if I can. Is this a good time?
Absolutely, sure, yeah.
Okay, so this is, it may look like a dirty old basic toolbox to you, but this is really near and dear and special to my heart because this was a gift from my parents to me when I went off to college. And if you have any children and you're trying to think of a good housewarming or college gift, send-off gift, or anything at some point in time.
Or moving into a new home gift.
That's right. At some point in time, your children would really value and appreciate this. At the time, I was like, oh, great, thanks. Hammer.
She was super appreciative.
I was not appreciative. However, when I got to college and I realized how much I needed the tools, just like at a first home, then you really value the person appreciate the person that gave it to you. So we have a really fully stocked, well-organized toolbox because I just organized it a few months ago because all the tools kept going missing. So I flagged everything with pink duct tape.
I was going to say pink tape means Chris's tool.
It better stay in there. But you'll find things in here, and again, this isn't very expensive to put together, but it's got blade cutters, Sharpies, pencils, some tools I don't understand, itty bitty little screwdrivers. These are great. You can pick this up at the dollar store. We have found that for toys and
for toys and eyeglasses, to get them
That's right.
tightened or loosened or whatever, especially getting inside those toys, replacing those batteries, especially all the light ups, they have to be replaced quite often.
Pliers, screwdrivers, all that stuff. And then batteries, we always keep some batteries inside. And then the
Hooks.
famous nails and hooks and pill bottles or little cans. And a level. So a well-stocked toolkit, whatever you want to put in it would be great, but just go to one of the local hardware stores, stock up, and make sure that you have this on hand. All right, what's next?
What's next is we need to talk about cleaning supplies and exterior items that you're going to need to make that transition into your new home. Bright, clean, airy, you name it, these are going to help you. So one of the first things you want to do is make sure that after you're set a little bit, you may want to clean out that car after your cross-country or cross-city travel from the munchkins in the back spilling Cheerios and French fries and other types of snacks so they're not grumpy.
Or him.
Me, yeah.
A little messy.
So, what do you need? Vacuum.
Yeah, this is my handy dandy car vacuum cleaner. But today we can also pretend that it is a wet dry,
or shop vac.
Or shop vac.
Yeah, because you never know when you're going to need a good vacuum to get those, get all the dust, debris, whenever you're doing these projects, to clean that up afterwards. So you need a good shop vac to be able to take care of that.
You know, when we moved into our house, we wanted to remodel a few things, like busting down walls and flooring and everything. So there was dust everywhere. And so this wet dry vac, this shop vac, even this little portable one helped tremendously. It made cleanup such a breeze, and I'm glad we had that on hand.
So with that, you're gonna have, as you're doing these projects, you're gonna need some good tunes, and you're also gonna need power to some of those tools that you're gonna be using. So surge protector, great for protecting your electronics so you don't get blown up and messed up in any capacity. So you can listen to your tunes.
That's nice. And also extension cords. We have these all over the house, it seems like, and very versatile. We use them all the time, even in our studio.
We've got a tote for them because we've got so many extension cords.
Yes, so always great to have these. And let's shift over to some of these basic necessities that you need that may seem like a no-brainer, but when you have so much on your mind, you kind of overlook the simple things sometimes. So make sure you have a dustpan and a broom. Make sure you pack those.
Quick clean up.
Right.
So you can clean up as you go along, not waiting until you're done.
Yeah, definitely. And then a shovel. I don't know why, but this is a very necessary tool. I mean, it seems silly, but we use a shovel so many times. You wouldn't believe it. So,
you can edge with it, you can dig holes with it, you can scoop things up with it, you name it. Super important that you have a good shovel or two around
you guys
the house.
know what shovels are for. And also a rake, because you're going to want to rake up the beautiful fall foliage that falls in your yard in the autumn season. It's just so beautiful. And also to get ready for what?
Oh, your housewarming party.
That's right. It almost slipped his mind. You want to make sure the yard is spick and span for that wonderful housewarming party you're shooting towards.
And you don't want any of those brown spots on your grass from dead grass after you cut it. Those blades laying all over in one spot is going to clump up, and your grass won't look nearly as pretty. And then I almost forgot about these. I've been doing these the last 2 segments and forgot.
Yeah.
Safety first, people. When you're nailing those nails in with the hammer, and you're doing things that are going to with the power tools. Be safe. May want to wear some earplugs, but safety first.
You look so handsome in those.
I'm sure
and the
these
bibs,
are stylish.
the coveralls are.
Yeah, thank you
Good
so much.
touch. All right, what's next?
So let's talk about some of the additional household items and some of the extra things that you're gonna need when you move into your new home. One of those things is gonna be a ladder. The ladder has multiple purposes. You're gonna need a heavy-duty one. If you don't have one instantaneously, and you actually know us, and you have actually used us, give us a call, shoot us a text, and we will let you borrow this heavy-duty extension ladder to get to some of those high places when you're doing some of these projects in your new home as you prepare for your housewarming party.
Yeah, this thing is pretty amazing. It really extends pretty high up. And we have lots of step stools and throughout the house. You never know when you can use a good ladder. And one thing for safety is to make sure you have a fire extinguisher. We keep this one in the kitchen, and I pulled it out and realized that it's on empty. So I'm so glad that we pulled it out today, because I'm gonna go buy a new one. But this one's super light, easy to use, and it could save your life.
And you wanna make sure I think it's ABC rated so that it can put out any type of fire. So that way if it's a grease fire, oil, paper, whatever, wood fire, it can be put out with your fire extinguisher.
And so moving along with the safety theme, headlamps. Fun for camping.
Why do I still have these on?
Because they look cool.
I was being safe.
They look kind of like Bono a little bit.
There we go.
Cool for camping, but also pretty helpful in new homes, because we've been into so many homes that didn't have the electricity turned on yet, or that had really poor lighting and light bulbs out everywhere, really dim. Or if you're working in the basement, attic, checking that stuff out, it's good to have headlamps.
Headlamp or flashlight, either one. Mac Daddy, make sure you can get good lighting.
That would have been really good. When we had completely moved in and the movers finally left, we sat out on our new back porch for the first time and enjoyed a little cocktail, relaxed, And then what came crawling? What time was it?
It was like 2 or 3 in the morning.
It was so late.
It was not a moving
exhausting.
company we recommend anymore.
But yeah, so it was very late at night, and we could have used this because something came crawling
Up to our gate, out in
my
that
goodness.
direction, and I'm pretty sure it was a skunk.
It was a skunk. I could not believe
We
it.
just died laughing because we're like, you got to be kidding me. Skunks followed us from downtown Roanoke area over here, so it's pretty funny.
It was funny. Oh, and last but not least is
This huge Mac Daddy, you know us, we have to go over the top on things. We've got an emergency preparedness kit, which I'm sure Chris is going to show you some of the details of that.
I really like this. I wanted to make sure as a family that we were prepared in case of an emergency, and we still don't have everything, but we do have a pretty good, I was just looking through all this material. We're pretty set. I think we're ready.
Yeah.
We've got food rations.
Additional guide, how to survive anything.
Oh, we could have used this earlier
sure
during
could
COVID.
have.
That would have been great.
Well, we've got I saw we had the N95 like respirator mask in here. So we
Right.
got those way before COVID.
We've got playing cards, whistles.
MREs, first
Right.
aid kit.
Yes.
So-
So make sure you have something. This was really easy for me to whip up and look online for some emergency survival kits, emergency preparedness kits. And we encourage you, just spend a weekend pulling one together, put it in your garage or carport like we do, and just make sure you have it on hand in case of an emergency.
And I would recommend you do this after you're prepped and after you've had a good time with your housewarming party. This is important, but have fun and then get back to this. All right, everybody loves a bonus.
Yes.
Ready for a bonus? Some extra tips?
Yes.
Well, we've got those for you, and these are hugely important that you take care of before your furniture and your supplies go into the house. Start us off.
Well, I think it's really, we try to encourage all of our clients to think through some of those projects that you have in mind and see if you could do them before anything arrives. It just makes things so much easier. So if you can do some of the cleaning and also some of the painting, if you need carpets replaced or ripped out, floors refinished, anything that you can do ahead of time before the hassle of moving the furniture in, that just saves a lot of time. These are some of the tips that we have found along the way. You were so smart just to hold us off. I was ready to get in that new house. He said, whoa, 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 let's do a few projects, floors refinished, whole house painted, and it made such a big difference.
I was like, that's 3 or 4 weeks later, so it
Yeah.
wasn't that fast,
No.
but it was hugely valuable to do that. Though.
Yes.
We just put our furniture down and we were ready to go.
And I think we would have put it off, like let's do it 6 months, a year later, and then 4 years later, it wouldn't be done. But it's
Just
done.
like we have some projects right now that still aren't done because we didn't do them then.
That's
They'll
right.
get there.
That's right. But for cleaning products, make sure you just have a caddy of some of the basic things that you're going to want. Clean top to bottom. Sometimes replacing things like toilet seats are really important. Don't forget those paper products too. So you want to make sure you have those on hand because you're going to be there. Contractors are going to be there. Your family and friends might pop by. So it's important that you have some basic necessities on hand.
Absolutely, and we try to help our clients prepare for that.
Yes.
Little inside tip right there.
Little nugget, but we're not going to give you any details with that.
No.
But let's also talk about the 3 basic human necessities we have: bathing, sleeping, and eating. So
And
you
pottying.
Going
She doesn't want to say that on the video, but I will.
Well, I mean,
that's
come
part of
on.
bathing.
That's why you have this, right? Got you covered. But you want to make sure you have a plan for the first night at least, if not the first few nights, on those 3 categories. So you want to dive into things like sleeping.
So sleeping, you're gonna need an air mattress or a sleeping bag, or make sure you got a spot to set up your bed. Even if it's just the mattress in a certain spot, it's easy to maneuver before all the other stuff starts coming in.
Well, and you had a good tip to put the mattress and the bed frame at the end of the truck. I wouldn't have thought of that. That makes a lot
Put it
of
up the
sense.
end so you can pull it out first. That way it's there. You don't have to unload everything. And then we had some clients recently who were like, there is no way I want to look at the moving truck. I don't even want to look at my new house right now. So I need a hotel room. Can you help me find a hotel room? Yes, we can help you find one, but that might be an option for you too. Stay at a hotel the first night so that you're not, so you get a good night's rest before the next day of the barrage of moving everything in.
Yeah, especially if you have elderly family with you or young kids, it may be an adjustment that you just can't all handle on one night. But bathing, one thing that we kind of tend to forget, remember to get a shower curtain. Bring that along with you, and some soap, whatever you need. Those toiletries are going to be essential, because when you feel clean, your attitude is just, you feel like you're on top of the world.
You're ready to put a big smile on your face.
That's right.
You'll be popping.
And the last thing, of course, is eating. So important that you have a plan, because you need to sustain that strength and energy. So what's our tradition?
Our tradition is not only you got to eat well, so we get some sort of local style pizza, but you got to celebrate a little bit too. So it's eating and celebrating. So we always have a bottle of champagne. So we do champagne and pizza when we the first night that we're in our new home, when we buy a new home.
I love doing that, and we usually do it on the floor, and we're dripping with sweat, and we're grumpy, and then we have pizza and champagne, and everything's good, and we're so excited to be together in a family and a new adventure. So those are a few of our tips that we have had a lot of success with, and we'd be interested in hearing yours as well.
Hoo-wee, I gotta get out of these overalls. I'm not gonna do any.
Wait. Why don't we wrap up some of those projects we have inside?
No. I gotta get my bow tie on, my bow tie.
All right, time for work while you guys enjoy this next video.